I love a moment with Jesse Ventura. As you know, or might not know, the Keystone pipeline, you know that Keystone pipeline? It's supposed to bring fuel from Canada down through the United States to some of the refineries and shipping locations on the Gulf. And the president doesn't like it. I don't know why. I think it's mostly environmental issues that they have a problem with. I know also anything having to do with the oil industry is bad. Oil industry, man. People just automatically assume that they're villainous and everything. But until there is a viable option to power, we use oil. We use fucking oil. Well, why don't we use solar? Yeah, it's not very efficient yet. Nuclear's great, but people don't like nuclear plants, and you know, oil's pretty much what we got. The second, I've said this, it's like, well, oil isn't going to last forever. And I guarantee you, we're not going to walk around in wearing beaver pelts because the oil ran out and now we're freezing. The second that last drop of oil goes boop, out of an oil well, we will absolutely have an amazing alternative fuel source that will replace oil and be so much better. It's just the way we work as human beings. I'm not saying there is one now that's being held back. It's a conspiracy. I'm not even saying that. But what I'm saying is human beings are very inventive people, things, whatever. And but we're also very lazy and we procrastinate a lot. So until we need something, we won't be very innovative. And oil has been the way to power things for years. And there's been plenty of it. And, you know, that's how it works. But the second it runs out, believe me, some motherfucker is going to come up with an amazing power source that will replace oil. It's just the way we work as beings. So don't worry so much about it. Christ. So this pipeline is supposed to bring oil down, and I guess a lot of the people, the politicians, are saying, hey, this is a great thing. This is a great thing because it means that we're going to get more oil, and it'll be cheaper, gas prices, and all the shit that goes along with oil for us. Well, not if you listen to Off the Grid with Jesse Ventura. I'm off the grid. Wait, I'm back on the grid for a second. I'm off the grid. I'm on the grid. Off, on, off, on, off, on, off, on the grid. I'm halfway on the grid. I'm watching you. So Jesse was off the grid, and he's got his own take on what's going on with the pipeline. Let's listen to him.
Let me get this out, just so people understand clearly. This Keystone pipeline that they want to build...
Purple haze all in my brain. Lately, things, they don't seem the same. Excuse me while I kiss the sky. Thank you for your service.
Look at him. He's got his Jimi Hendrix space shirt on.
I love a good jam. I was at Woodstock.
Now that they're going to give the okay to, that this Democratic woman senator from Louisiana has put the coalition together. Barack Obama vetoed this. How come nobody answers the question, why would they take oil from Canada down to the Gulf? Doesn't the Gulf have enough oil? After all, that's where the big BP oil spill was. There's plenty of oil in the Gulf. Why would we pipe oil down to the Gulf? To load it onto ships and take it to China.
To load it onto ships and take it to China. That's what they're using. That's what they make their Mugu Gai pan with. Our Canadian oil. What do you think lubricates those woks for General Chow's chicken? Or is it so? I don't know. I was a Navy SEAL, a fighter, a governor. Why do the chinks need our oil? I don't get it. No one's questioning. There's plenty of oil in the Gulf. Haven't you seen Gulf oil? It's right there in the name. Ventura 4.
So he says it's going to the Chinese.
And no one in mainstream media takes the report to there. They're not telling people. Mainstream media's in on it. They're lying to you. Why would they build a pipeline? And they couldn't go through Canada because British Columbia, their own province, wouldn't allow it. So now they're running this pipe right through the center of the United States of America to pump gas that they're telling you you're going to benefit from. You're not going to see a nickel of this. And the only jobs are to build the pipeline. When the pipeline's built, those jobs will disappear. And the oil will keep on flowing, and they'll keep on making the money. So people better wake up to what this Keystone pipeline's all about. Democrats and Republicans, it's payola to the gas industry and oil industry.
But even if, because they, see, let's just assume Jesse is right. He's waiting for the lightning bolt. And they're shipping it to China. Wouldn't the United States benefit from that? Like, wouldn't we? It's just another export. We import a lot of shit from China, and we export things to China. Why wouldn't oil be something good to export to China? We would then have money coming in from them. We would also have a certain element of power. Everybody knows that the oil-producing nations on the world have a great power base to cut off people's fucking oil. It's an amazing piece of power that these nations have. Isn't that a good thing for us to have against China, who is just a juggernaut these days with industry and technology and their pseudo-commie capitalism way of life?
I don't trust the little fellas. They can't even drive. You ever pull up a car next to a chink? They're all over the road. I mean, you can blindfold these people with dental floss. Oh, hickory dickory dock. This chick was sucking my cock. Oh, it's Andrew Dice Ventura. Those little chinks are taking our oil. I need some for my cock when I shove it in a chick's pussy. A gush, a gush. I was a fighter.
Oh, Jesse. Jesse. He's fucking fantastic. You gotta love him.